Okay. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm so glad that everyone's here. I'll introduce my very, very special guest in a minute, but let's say hello. That gives people time to come on in. Hello, Eva. Hello, Chris. Thank you for being here. Erica. Hello, Erica. And Shonda, what's up? Vicky, hello. Hey, Amber, good to see you. Priscilla, our hostess of the mostest with the background stuff. I hope you got my text so you can see it. Hello, Joy. Good to see you, Joy. Eunice. Hello, hello, hello. Look at your cute grandbaby. So cute. Charlene. Hello. Michelle. Hello. Good to see you, my friend. Linda and Gemma and Rosie. I feel like Romper Bumper Stomper Boo, Laura.
Yeah. And
did she say your name? She never said my name.
No, there was never a Laura.
How could they never say Laura?
No.
I could see Elias, but not
I never watched that thing.
Shonda and Donna and Ellen and Amy and Tatala. How are you, Leslie? And Priscilla, you did. Okay, excellent. And Eunice and Amanda. Hello, hello, hello. And Column Gills. I can't do it. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Calum. I'm going to say Calum Crowley. Thank you for being here. And Nicole, thank you for being here. And Patty, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. If you're new, welcome, because that's how we do it. That's how we do it. And why am I doing it this way? It's called the Greek stall, everybody. This is what it's called. And this is why I saw, because Janie finally got to see me live. Brenda, hello. Candace, hello. Dina, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. Laura, most of these people have crossed over from TikTok. Crossed over from TikTok. I have been talking about you this whole time, this whole few weeks. Yes, it's okay to post Laura's website and Facebook, but not that other thing that I told you about. Not yet. Shonda says hi. Nikki says hi. Hello, hello, hello. So, guys, this is one of my oldest friends, I have to tell you, in this work. Laura and I, 95, Laura, I think. 95 or 94, because I think it was way before you did your 1 year when you did the apprenticeship program.
I did my apprentice with Oscar. I know.
Yeah, what year was that? Do you remember?
It was a while ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Because you went to go see Bill Perkins.
Oh, John Perkins. Yes, I went John Perkins first. I did the Ecuador. I spent time in Peru.
Yes, and Laura, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm doing a retreat in Ecuador in March. I'm so excited. Ginger, hello, Ginger. I would love for you to have Laura on your live. You would really love having Laura on your live. So Ginger, healing heart medium, but she's also a nurse. And Laura has been a pharmacist for how many years, Laura? Forever. Since birth. She came out.
In this lifetime,
in this lifetime. So I just want to tell you that Laura and I have known each other for so long, and Laura's one of my favorite Laura stories is there she is in the jungle, and she's like, some crazy shaman lady is beating me with pine needles, and she's like, and I paid money for this?
Yeah.
Oh, that cracks me up. Yeah. That just so cracked me up. Yeah. But Laura has a talent, you guys, and trust me, and I might embarrass her now, but anything this woman touches is gold. Artistry like nobody's belief. The stained glass that you do, the fabrics that you've done, the dream catchers, if I remember correctly. And then wait for it. It's right around the corner. So wait for it, because it's on my medicine cloth. So wait for it. Wait for it. I should have brought it earlier, but I didn't. Darn it. And I have it on my cloth ever since she made it.
Oh, your bowl.
Look at this.
Of course. Yeah.
There's the last name. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That was oak. Yeah. Mighty
Yep.
oak.
And that goes in there. So everything that you create, yes, Gingy, definitely order her card deck. So I am bringing Laura on today to talk about this beautiful, beautiful card deck that she has made, Sacred Attunement Oracle. Now, we're talking about communication all this month. We're talking about communication this month. And it is about how do we communicate with an oracle deck? I mean, you made each of these are your watercolors, right?
Yeah.
These are, and that's her handwriting, you guys. And Laura have really good handwriting. This is her hand. Laura, how did these come apart? How did these come to be? I'm going to go ahead and keep showing them, but
Yeah.
tell them the story.
Well, okay, I'll back up all the way.
Yes,
So
please.
and I think this is true for everybody that's doing a creative project, and it really is communicating with your inner self. I did my very first personal deck, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, and we picked out a topic. So I thought, do I want to do one on, like animals, angels, blah, blah, blah. It's like you don't know. And I wanted to do something different. So I thought, I wanted to do something for my health and my body. So, and that's how I came up. And all these are just cardboard. So, like if I was going to pick a card for me today, I have like caloric requirements. But what does that mean for me? Did I eat too much? Did I eat not enough? Did I eat enough of one category, not enough of another category? So this was kind of like a guide. And I thought, this is kind of fun. So then I expanded because I love big things. I love pulling things together. So my second deck that I did that actually published, another personal deck, but I did it almost like a vision board. So these are my second deck. So I'm kind of up leveling, more images, more light, more color. So if this card is your Ecuador, ancient wisdom, ancient mysteries. And here's our manta cloth.
Yeah. So cool.
So this is, so I have a whole personal deck for this. And I thought, and I used that quite a bit. And then I came in, and then everybody was doing, everybody and their mother were doing decks. But I always knew I wanted to do a deck, but I also knew that everything comes from within you. Mm-hmm. And that is the reason why I deliberately did not put a book with this.
Yeah.
You have it within yourself. So that's how this started to come around. So I actually did the artwork first, and then the words started to come in. And what I do is I'll open my Akashic Records. I do Akashic Records.
Can you tell people really quickly, because some people don't know what that is?
Yeah, Akashic Records are, think of like the library of the universe. It's like this huge superhighway of information, everything that you've done, possibilities, probabilities, past lives, current lives, future, everything from the time your soul incarnated from source, since you were a little spark. It's all there. It's all in your DNA. So I opened the records for myself and others, and everything is held within the records. And I thought, well, there's the creativity realm. So I went in and I looked at the creative realm. And so I got information that way. So that's how and I was guided to say, so this is all my own artwork. Mm-hmm. And I was very, very directed by saying, put your energy in here. with your handwriting, write your words. And so the image carries the vibration.
I love that. I love that. And that, guys, and Delora, I wanted to go back to Delora because Delora said, when I received my package from Laura, I cried. She wrote my name like my grandma used to. I love that.
Hi, Delora. Yeah, thank you.
And it is, I mean, honestly, you guys, if you look at them, each of them represent, because I know Laura, but each of them represent an artistry piece that had, like, look at this, letting go. Sense the feeling of what's holding you back and let go of how things should be done. Sense the experience and not the form. I mean, does that not, it just is like,
yeah.
I mean, it really just resonates. And everyone's going to interpret these differently, like Laura said. Everyone is interpreting. I mean, obstacles. I love this. Look at that. Are they obstacles in your way, or are they limiting belief patterns that are sabotaging you? So, I think when we read cards, they give us a message, and it's interesting because when I read Laura, when I was, you remember the younger me that had to do it right and had to be perfect on that, and a little bit of a control freak, and like this check. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? And am I doing right? And one time we're gonna pretend I was doing the pendulum, and I was getting really good with the pendulum. I'm like, okay. And then, you always have that test question. And I was like, all right, this is yes, this is no. And I'm like, oh, pendulum, or whatever the hell I said. Ground myself, and I'm like, is my name Maria Conchita? And it was like, go to yes. I'm like, yes. What? But then I had to let go of the pendulum. And not, guys, if you do pendulum work, I'm not saying this is for you. I'm saying my journey. I had to say, I'm being too used to this. Now,
and too mental.
Right.
You're in that mental state.
Right. And then I'd get a card, I'd get a deck, and I'd have to read the deck exactly what it was. And I could never remember what the deck was. And Laura remembers these. Hang on one second. Look how I still have them, Laura.
Oh, yeah.
And then the cloth too from Japan. And I read them, and I would go over and I would memorize every night. I had to be perfect. But then I kept on getting like, no, this is what the answer is. No. And I'd look in the book. How come I can't memorize this? I have a great memory. Well, that wasn't the meaning for me. Right. That wasn't the meaning for me. And it would make sense. And the one time, then I did cards. That's all I would do would be cards. And then when I was massaging and doing energy work and card work, oh, crap. I forgot the cards at home. I'm crying after crying about, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I said to the woman, I said, I will read you. If it doesn't make sense, I won't charge you. I forgot my cards at home. You forgot your cards. How are you going to do that? You always do the cards. Blah, blah. She didn't talk like that, guys, but that's my interpretation. How did you not? And I sat there and I was like, oh, dear God, please do not let me F this up. Please, please, please. And it just came through. And then I learned to expand. All of this, as Laura would say too, it's about expansion. Yeah. Would you not agree, Laura?
Yes. Yeah. And that's why I called it an attunement deck, because your vibration will change. Your vibration will shift just by having the cards and looking at the cards. Now, and then I had another idea, and I thought, how about, so this is how my mind works, and the creative mind. And I thought, I love this deck. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to create a companion deck on affirmations. So you can pull your attunement card plus your affirmation card. And then I'm going to give you, I don't know how I'm going to do this yet, but my mind is working on this. Your action step card.
Hmm.
Because so many people will say, "Oh yeah, this is really nice. Yeah, I want to I want to be an oracle deck reader, you know, or whatever." Okay, what's one step you can do? Research decks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take a baby step forward.
Right.
Oh, okay, I'll buy 2 decks. I'll compare them or whatever. I'm going to make my own deck, or you know, whatever, whatever that's going to be. Or you know, I want to be a healer. You know, the same thing. You take the information from both of the decks and then pull them together and move forward.
So true. So true. And people are saying, Amanda's like, I need that deck. How do I order now? Um, Priscilla,
Just
can
go
you
to my
put, go ahead.
the website. Yeah. Thanks, Priscilla. Just put the website. Yeah, there you go. And actually, as soon as you type in Little Aspen Studios, it's right on the front page. Just scroll down a little, and the deck's on there. Because the deck, and this is how I describe all of this energy and vibration and frequency. I have a hardcore science background, science and math background. So this is almost like a big molecule. I have a piece, you know, it's like there's this Akashic record piece that's just all encompassing. There's this deck of attunement with frequency and vibration. There's a healing piece of the quantum that I can actually, I love this. I can go in and see the physical body inside, and I would go into the DNA, and I can weave the vibration because each color has a different vibration and frequency. Or like if I do a quantum healing, we will I'll put you in a healing chamber. And we have your guides come in, your personal guides, ascended masters come in, and we work on your energy fields.
That's really cool. Now,
yeah. So that's kind of like this big molecule, and everybody has their own version of this molecule.
When you received information, like you said, so you got to know that Laura went into the Akashic Records. These came out of the Akashic Records, and I've had. Well, let me ask, because you guys we're gonna do a card pull for a couple people, and then you guys can ask questions. But you know, Leslie said they're gorgeous.
Thank you,
and thank you so much. Thank you. Astrid said they're beautiful. Janie said they're beautiful. Amber says, "Oh, now that's a dimension I want to tap into." Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, I think what we're forgetting is that we are always connected. We're always getting information. We block it. I came up with, I don't know if I just came out of my mouth where I'm like, what stops us blocks us, and what blocks us stops us. And it's truly, you know, if we're overthinking, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? We're not going to get it. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be right. The thing is that you will learn through. How many of you got on a bike? Did you get on a bike, a 2-wheel, and just rode off? Or did you fall down? And then you still wanted to get up and do it. Those are the pieces to remember. Now, I'm going to tell you this too. Many of you on TikTok have asked about Akashic Records. Laura teaches them, you guys. And you have a class that you're doing, right?
Yeah, it'll probably be early October, something like that. It'll be on my website.
Okay, awesome. Interesting. I looked up the site. Awesome. Thank you. Chris says, I don't own any decks yet. I love that.
Oh,
Amanda
Chris,
says, I need that class.
You never buy one deck.
No. You never buy one. You
Chris,
ever just buy one deck. You just don't ever buy one deck. I don't know what people are talking about. Oh, and if Ginger was on, when you go on and be a guest, I'm just telling you to be a guest with Ginger. When you go on and be a guest with Ginger, you will see, Laura, Ginger is like, can I say it, Ginger? Are you still here, Ginger? She is an oracle card whore. She's an oracle card whore. She is. And I mean, but she studied with Colette. She studied with Colette Baron Reed, and she's got, I mean, they're gorgeous. They're just beautiful. And guys, I will tell you this, and not because she's my friend, but if you went to Laura's house, everything is so, like, it's so organized. It's so precise. You will get, when you meet my fiance, Laura, you'll be like, oh my God, look at your shed. It's got everything is so organized. And everything, when I think about your home back in Illinois, she doesn't live in Illinois now, but back in Illinois, I was like, it always was such a warm feeling. You had everything so nice. Even your workspace, Laura, was just like, your brain works this way, like A plus B equals C is like what you do, what you did 9 to 5, and then you have this swirl.
Oh, it's like
else. Right. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Let's see. Someone told me you have to receive your first deck for someone. Is that true?
No, I never heard that. Yeah.
No.
But it's a good thought. Yeah.
You always talk about her house.
Come on over. Anybody in Colorado?
Come on over. It's great. So Laura, you up for a couple card pull, and then we'll ask people questions? Okay. All right. Do you want me to just pick 2 people? Okay. Let's see. And this is the crazy that, well, Laura, you're used to my crazy. It's just gotten bigger.
Crazier.
Scrolling. Keep those puppies moving. Right and stop. All right. Oh my God. Honestly, truly. Hey, Ginger, are you here? That's so funny. Ginger, I have my eyes closed, people. Ginger, are you here? Because if you're not here, we're going to go next person. We're going to go next person. Ginger going once. Ginger going twice. What is today? It's today. Ginger going 3 times. Okay. Ginger, I love you, but we got to move on. All right. Here goes another person. And we're scrolling. Keep those puppies moving. Right. And stop. Okay. Okay, you guys, I did not. I just have to. It's not because she's my moderator, but it landed on Priscilla. I kid you not.
All right.
Okay, so you want to pick a card for Priscilla, and we'll do another one, guys.
Oh, Priscilla, I got courage for you. Have the courage to play big and follow your heart. You are not born to play small. Try a new perspective to grow and change intentionally.
You're getting the Greek eyebrow. That's all I'm going to tell you, Priscilla. You're getting the Greek eyebrow.
Yeah.
Heather says, I need to order those cards. So beautiful. They are. All right. Let's do another one. Are you okay with 3? Because people are used to me reading.
Yeah, I like 3s. Yeah.
Okay. Me too. All right. Done. And guys, here's the thing. Even though it's for that one person, if it resonates with you, take it as a message for you too. Okay. Yeah. Ready? Here we go. And I'm scrolling on. Don't know when. I'll stop right here. All right. And Michelle Buckley. Michelle, my belle.
Oh, Michelle, the tree of life. 3 of Wands. 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 3 of Yeah, I love this. Like the tree of life, you have abundant energy to share. With roots firmly in the ground and branches reaching the sky, growth and rebirth are yours. It almost sounds like there's a change going on there.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay. And we're one more. And we're scrolling. We're really big wheels keep on scrolling. Brown Mary keep on stopping right here. Okay. Linda, are you here, Linda? Oh, I knew Michelle was here. But Linda, you here? Linda going once. Oh, I need one right now. I need something to change my mood. Okay. Linda. When you say Linda on the label, you would like it on your table. Okay.
Dream. Where am I here?
There you are.
Dream. Dream big. Dream the wildly unimaginable. Then dream bigger. Let go of old patterns held in your heart and mind space. Also, new energies to lift you forward.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I forgot, Laura. I forgot, because you and I talked, but I forgot your meditation voice. Laura used to do a really good meditation, you guys. Yeah. I mean, if you think I'm good with it, Laura was really, you did really great meditations.
Thank you.
In the back in the day when I was learning. Back in the day, Laura.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much fun we had back then.
Now, here's something interesting for people wanting more decks too. There's an app coming out called Deckable. Oh, thanks, Linda. I'm glad that it resonated with you. Yeah. Anyway, there's going to be an app called Deckable. And it's going to be, and my deck was selected to be in the deck. And
I love that, Laura. Congratulations.
And it's going to be digital. So they're going to have like 200 decks, different kinds, angels, oracle decks, tarot decks, work deck, something even business or, like that you can play with, how to start a meeting or, things like that. And then that I think is coming out in October, but I will let everybody know because it's going to be digital. You just get it on your phone. You can share, you can journal. Once you like pick a card, you can journal on it. You can share your card with other people on Deckable, your friends on Deckable. So I'll let everybody, we can come back and revisit that. But yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Digitize. Here I go again. Painting. Crazy. You're crazy.
So, but it's funny because I don't know how everybody feels about this, but like a lot of Oracle deck or Tarot deck people, they're very touchy feely. They're very tactile.
Yeah.
But then it's nice to be mobile too.
It is. You're very tactile. I mean, you're
very tactile. Yeah.
Me too. I like to.
I'm touchy.
Yeah. Like people are like, oh, you could read it on Kindle. I'm like, I need the book.
Yeah.
I need to flip the page. I need to highlight if I need to. I need that piece.
Yeah.
Irma says this is going to be fun and interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's good to test out decks before you buy.
Yeah.
True. That's true. Hey, Elle. How are you, my friend? You guys, can we just take a quick moment? Can you all say a big prayer for my friend Elle? She, Elle, are you okay with me to share? Or you don't want me to share? I can share about the hip because I know you told me to, but it's the other thing. Can I share the other thing? Are you okay? If not, I won't. We could just say a prayer. You tell me how specific you want me to get. I love digital, not one bit touchy-feely. Okay. You already got prayers coming, girl. You already got prayers, whether you know it or not. You got prayers. Let's see. While we're waiting for Elle's answer, sharing is caring. Okay, so guys, Elle needs Elle is younger than I am. Elle was one of, you've met Elle, Laura. I don't know if you remember, but Elle was one of the full-time extras on Saved by the Bell back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And she's shorter than I am. Sweet.
Oh, wow. You got to be short, though.
I know, right? Sweet Filipino girl. And she needs a hip replacement. And she's going in. She just got an MRI. They found a lump on her breast. And she has to go get a biopsy. So can we just say a prayer and give her healing would be for her highest good, whatever that outcome is. So thanks, everybody. Really appreciate that. Look at this. Priscilla's missing you, Elle. She's missing you. Okay. So thank you, guys. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate that. And Elle, right to you, girl. Right to you. So what kind of questions do you have for Laura, you guys? Oh, did the biopsy yesterday. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry. It's my phone.
I like it. Okay. So questions, guys. Questions you have for Laura about the card deck, about communicating with Oracle cards, and anything that Laura does. And I'm going to show you in a second. Hang on one second. I got to find it. Thanks, Haley. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lee Michaels, psychic medium. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Lee. Laura's another person to have on your live. Laura's another person to have on your live. Charlene wants to know, how do you feel the energy?
Everybody has different ways of working with the energy. I remember in my shamanic days, people would say, I don't have anything. I have my Palo Santo here, but if people were having a stone or something, or they pick up they're like, oh my God, that's so hot, or this is so, like, oh my God, this is like, oh, whatever. And I would just know. And I asked my teacher, my mentor, and I said, yeah, I don't feel anything. And I thought it was me. I thought, what am I doing? Here I'm going in the monkey mind. What am I doing wrong?
Right.
And I was giving away my power to everybody else that was like, you do this. And I felt like so electric, whatever. I'm like, hey, no. He said, you bypass that. You don't feel the energy. You just know it. So it takes, he said, takes too long to feel, to think what, oh, this is a good feeling. This is good energy. This is this. He goes, you just know. And that's, I'm like, oh, that's how I feel energy. I just know.
Right. Good question. Amber wants to know, are those the originals behind her?
Oh yeah. No, these are just pieces of paper that I printed off.
When you guys go, see, they're right here, guys. Here's littleaspenstudios.com, and here's, when you scroll, you can scroll. I'm doing it on the phone, but I'm sure it's easier on the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then there it is. Super cool. Super, super cool. Let's see. Silly question. Silly question. Do those come with instructions for dummies?
Well, what I did is, yes. And it's like for dummies and non-dummies. But I have a little booklet, how to use the deck, what it's about, a little bit about me. And so that all comes with it. That all comes in.
Yeah. So. And it's, woo, they just fell. Oh my God. They just fell. And look, and one didn't turn over. So we got to read.
That's our group reading, Elias.
Oh my God. 57, Laura, gets a little bit harder to bend over. Okay. Yeah, and I'm stretching and I'm breathing. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Well, Actually, there's two, so I'm
Uh-oh.
going to leave that. But what I was trying to show was, I mean, look at you guys. It's simple. It's very simple. You made this so easy.
Yeah.
Look at look at the easy right there, guys. That's it. Not like a 27-page booklet that you have to go through and do all that rigmarole. It's simple. It's easy. I'm trying not to bend the cards, Laura. Okay. But these are just an amazing deck. Ashton, energy. So people that have gone before us, energy. What about green orbs? That's a different topic, different question. Laura, what are your thoughts about a daily card pull? Good question.
And that's another individual thing. Some people do daily card pull. I know someone, a good friend of mine, she does it every Sunday, and that's her week. That's her weekly intention for the week.
Right.
Right. So it's up to you.
And Lee says, always open to great guests. Awesome, Lee. Thank you. And Ashton, I want to focus solely on the cards, because I know earlier you said here to ask you about your husband. This isn't like that kind of we're not doing those kind of card reads. This is about the oracle cards and how they're communicating to you. So good question. Not bad. I'm just saying different topic. Different, because these are different than our TikTok type of things. Okay, let's see. I'm late, but is you're the guest? Yes, she did create it. Yes, Laura did create it with her own watercolors. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Sam says, can you tell me the meaning and uses of different types of cards? Are you asking Sam about like the difference between tarot and oracle?
Cards. Yeah.
Maybe that's something.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah. The tarot decks are very I call them prescriptive.
Yeah.
They have the suits, they have the major arcana, the minor. I mean, it's very, and that I think I only have 2 tarot decks, and I always have to look in the book because I'm not too sure. And even though they say, oh, you can see these, the symbols and this, whatever. The oracles are more fluid. And I think they tap into a greater expansion.
Even though you guys people would say that they're general. I think what that does for everybody, like Laura just said, what it does is that it allows you that expansion and that it opens it up. It's like, do you want to read just one page, or do you want to flip through and go, oh, this is what the book's about? Mm-hmm. So it's wonderful. Emmy says, gorgeous cards. Yeah, you and Emmy would get along so well. Emmy does a lot of work with horses. She's a big horse person. Now, I always thought, like in my mind, I'm like, oh, I bet you Laura's going to take Akashic Records and she's going to be an animal communicator and all, because you do wonderful with animals. You really do. You have great. Ashton, no, I'm sorry, I don't have time this evening. Yeah, I'm booked out for 2 weeks now, so you'd have to let me know. I will display my daily card in my fridge so I see it as a reminder. Yes. Laura?
I gotta take this off.
I have the same tone. I have the same tone when John calls me. That's my tone for when John calls me.
Oh, there we go.
It's funny. All right. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you. Okay. And thank you. Let's see. How do you know what you're picking up is the message energy and not your own opinion? Great question, Amanda.
I get this question a lot when I teach the Akashic Records, because people think, am I making this up?
Yeah.
Or is this really, am I really in the galactic field or the Akashic field? Am I getting information from them? The first thing I usually ask people is this something you would make up typically? And normally it would be no. And the second thing is, how do you feel it in your body? People usually, the truth of the energy will somehow resonate and sit in either your heart center or your gut.
Right.
Wouldn't you say, Elias?
Totally.
You want to add something like that? Yeah.
It's a different feeling, you guys. It's like, for all of you that are empaths, and Laura, you let me know what you think. For all of you that are empaths, you're going to feel it. It will be a tingle. It'll be goosebumps. It'll be warmth in your chest. Maybe your hands get tingly, or maybe you even do, like I've known when I do that channeling, Laura, I always feel like I'm being pulled back. Yeah. It's like I get into the body different. It's a sense that you have. It's not like, let me think about that. Maybe, it's not coming from here. It's coming from somewhere else.
And this is also a very good point too. When you do a reading, or you do even like just one card pull, you set an intention.
Yeah.
It's just not like this random kind of, whammy pammy type thing. I'm just going to, like pull these cards. Like I always do it in my office, and my office is impeccable sacred space, but I'll light a candle, or I, say a little prayer.
Right.
Even if you don't, think of it as an intention. Dear heart, please give me the best information that will resonate me with today.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So you guys see what she just said? Those of you that have taken my Growing Your Psychic Senses class, or my Deepening Psychic Senses class, we always do this, Laura. We always say ground, and then set an intention and a prayer. The intention can be the prayer, but those 3 steps before anything is done. Let's see. Amanda says, thank you. Great explanations. You're welcome. Let's see. There was something that I have a question, and I'm serious about it. Sure. Can you do a reading for your pet?
Animals are funny. I've done a lot of animal communication classes and everything. Animals are funny. I find that I can get information on the animal from the animal companion's caretaker. So even though I would have, let's say, a dog, like I wouldn't be talking to my dog. I'm like, what's the relationship? What's going on between like me and Sage, or me and Feather? Or you can get just as much information, and they can talk with you that way.
Right.
Communicate. So yeah. Unless you really want to go deep into like a lot of the interspecies, communication, but yeah, that's what I found.
Do cards need to be cleansed like stones and crystals?
I do not. I respect my deck. The decks, just like stones, love natural fibers. So I would just get a natural fiber cloth, a silk cloth, a cotton cloth. Yeah. And then you can put that out into the sun, or, the moonlight, whatever.
And I will add this, because I had people touching my cards.
See, that's another thing. Yeah. We're like at a fair, but if they were my deck, that's what I just do.
And I would smudge them with a Palo Santo stick.
I got my Palo Santo stick.
Right. Or I would go ahead and
sound.
Sound. So you can use those things. But that's if it's only your energy, it's only your energy, right?
Yeah.
A stone, sometimes you have, and these guys, shameless plug coming up. These are a stone like this. Like if you're like, I'm not sensing, well, maybe it does need to get cleansed. These are all great questions for Soul Chat. Soul Chat is happening on, like that, Laura. Soul Chat is happening September 4th. Guys, it's 2 hours of metaphysical type questions, $10 for 2 hours on Zoom. All we're doing is asking these kind of like, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? And Laura, I think we've had so much fun on Soul Chat. And woo! Yeah, yes, and I've done that too. These are great questions. Let's see. Nikki says I have an animal spirit deck, spirit oracle deck. When I pull, I read what it says and think how it resonates with what I'm currently going through and how to get through it. Excellent. Love that. I used to say I was always felt like I was getting butterflies in my stomach. I hear you. I just want to communicate with my dogs. So Charlene, really, truly, if that's what you'd like, think about. I'm going to talk to Rhiannon and see if she's going to do an animal communication class. Now, Laura, even though I've done Akashic Records and you know who I've studied with, that tool, it's funny, I don't use like I used to use. It's just, and not that I still feel the feeling of it. Does that make sense? Like I can feel that energy. Like I think when I do the channeling, I think that comes from part of the Akashic Record stuff. It's fascinating to me. I'm like, interesting. Thank you, Priscilla. Yes, please sign up for that. Thank you very much. I wish I knew what to do about my court case. I wish I could pay for a private reading. Blessings to everyone. Kimberly, we're not really doing readings per se. We just did 2 just to show the deck, but I'm going to do this for all of you because it's going to show you how this works. You saw that I picked the ones up off the floor. These 2 were the only 2 that were flat. And listen to this. Remember, we're talking about communication.
Yeah.
Medicine words.
Yeah.
Words carry a vibration. Create a list of positive medicine words and use them wisely. Fascinating. And I love these. Normally, I don't like, the earthy tones, but I love this, Laura. These are beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if that wasn't good enough, people.
Oh, love. Yeah.
Open the door and be open to love. Let new energy guide you in giving and receiving love. Activate your heart light. What do you guys think you do when you communicate with the universe? You are activating your heart light. You are those beacons of light. And it's so important. This is why this work makes sense to me. This is why we do what we do, guys. Yeah. Because, it's not just about, oh, here's our career. It's, we take classes, Laura takes classes, I take classes, we teach, we come back, we mix it up, we go with what we know, we have a new class. We're constantly doing that. Emmy says, Charlene, free shirt, animal communications, Sunday night, Shauna Fisher. That's awesome. Thanks. Are some of those alcoholic?
Yes. Inks? Yes, Lee. Yeah.
I have no idea, Lee. I'm just like, oh, okay.
And I never worked with it. This is the first time I've worked with alcohol inks, and it just kind of grew. And it's interesting, and I don't know if you've noticed this, Lias, or anybody that has the deck, but when you start looking at the picture, you start seeing things within the picture.
Oh yes, I've already saw that.
Yeah.
Well, and here's a cool thing, like people when you get that 3D thing, you're like, ooh. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's because of the woo-woo, but I can go all the way in right now. Like, even though this says integrity. So let me show you guys just, and Lori, I'd love your feedback because this is great. So I'm looking at integrity. I'm looking at the word. I'm not looking what Laura wrote.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just, because this is one of my favorite ones. I'm looking at it and this is what I see. So I noticed the circle. And when I notice the circle is full. There is no beginning, there is no end. Now, I also pick up loyalty in this, because here's the interesting thing right there. That looks like it. Whoops. See, I can't do this backwards. Hang on. Yeah. That right there. See, that's a dog's nose and a dog's eyes. And then this is an elephant to me. So loyalty with communication, loyalty with wisdom, loyalty in family. This is all that I'm picking up. Now, does that mean that that's what this card is? But if I read it for somebody, I would sit there. This is so much easier to look at this way. I would sit there and go, okay, see, now just by looking at it, oh my God, here's another little dog picture. And here's another, there's the other dog. So I'm picking up stuff about integrity, and I would add in loyalty. Does that,
you
know?
And not every card, some have someone, they just, it just kind of came in. Some wanted some type of sacred geometry in there. Some of them didn't.
Right.
So you might see some more symbols in there, like the circle, or it might be a square, whatever.
They're stunning. They're absolutely stunning, Laura. You did such a great job with these. I mean, really, truly. Anybody else have any questions for Laura? And even the back, guys, the back is pretty cool too. They're really awesome. They're awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
I can't wait for your affirmation cards to come out.
Yeah. That's probably I'm hoping in a month.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good. Let's see. Inspired. You're funny. Nikki says they're just beautiful. They are. Now, Laura, these are
join my website. Yeah.
They're on your website, yes.
They're on the website. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I have to wait. Yes to Laura. I'm looking for the patience card that's in Laura's deck. I'm looking.
Yeah. I'll let you know, Liz, and I'll let everybody know on the digital too.
I just bought my Oracle deck with kitty cats all over them. How do I start off with them being my first time? I want you to get a bowl of catnip, and after I can't, Laura. I can't with you. I just can't. I'll let you read it.
How do I? So this is like a brand new deck. What I usually do, I just kind of unpack it. Sometimes I spread them out. And I love to look at each card with just right off the bat. And you want to build that relationship with your cards too.
That's why the
just like if you bring home a gemstone, the same thing. These are tools. You want to build a relationship with them.
And I would strongly suggest, all kidding aside, put the catnip aside. All kidding aside, is I would take one card and do a card pull for the day and say, what do you get from that? What are you seeing in that?
Yeah.
Lee has a question. Can I ask, what did Laura originally do the artwork on? I don't know how to pronounce that.
I did some on Yupo paper and some on tiles, ceramic tiles.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
How do you look at the cards and have it mean something different and not get stuck on, say, a dog? So ask, Sam, what else can you show me in this? What else can you bring in for me?
Yeah. What other
having a dialogue?
Yeah. What other message? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And it might not even be that day. It might not be that picture. It might be the words. Yeah.
So Lee, here's a nice Greek push. So Lee, Laura loves the Greek push. The Greek push when I was younger was like this. Beep, beep. Now it's like, bah, get out there. Have Laura come on. And I just, I think this is what I love. I love, Laura, that this is your work, your artwork, your handwriting. It's like you've you've made it you've taken your own breath and brought this to life.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. I would always I never hit an art class, or because I was always just science and math, type of thing. But I always loved to create. And so if I took some kind of class, I remember taking a some kind of like silk painting surf. It was this international thing down in Santa Fe and whatever. And people would come in with all of their wonderful tools, and they would have suitcases full of tools and things. And I just had my little tote of what I was supposed to bring, and I went over there. And these people had books published and, blah, blah, blah. And then we had to do this piece. We had to, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just did what I was supposed to do. And a woman came over, internationally renowned silk artist. And she said, "Can you teach me how you did that?"
Wow.
She was a wonderful woman. And after that, again, it's kind of like that soul growth. You still need that pat on the back saying you're going in the right direction. And she was one of my angels that kept me moving forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've talked to her. I talk about her a lot, and I talk about Liz Dawn, owner and CEO of Celebrate Your Life, and she is that person for me. When giving that opportunity to speak at Celebrate Your Life, and then when she said it on the live today, she said, "Yes, you remind me of Wayne Dyer." I'm like, that's like a big compliment, Liz. But it's someone like that sees all the speakers, someone in the field, and she's like, "I believe in you." And I think we all need someone.
We all need our community. We all need to support one another.
Right. And that just reminds me to do this. And then I want to be mindful of your time as well. I'm going to find it in a second. Laura, tell everybody how they could find you. And do you want them to? I think you guys should follow her on Facebook, guys, so you could find out like stuff.
Yeah, I think Priscilla put it just Little Aspen Studios on Facebook, littleaspenstudios.com. September, I'm doing a Akashic healing in the quantum realm for a half hour for $30 for September only. That's on the website as well. And that gives you kind of a good feel for the quantum and the Akashic and the energy healing in the Akashic field.
Yeah, Priscilla, can you put that? There it is. Hang on. There we go. I'm going to find it in a second.
I was just going to say, and if a link doesn't work or blah, blah, it might not be September promo, but you just go products and services, and it's on there, Quantum Akashic Healing, Akashic Light Healing. Just email me, littleaspenstudios@gmail.com. And just say, hey, none of these times work for me. Do you have anything, anything else or whatever? If you need a weekend or something like that. So
that's inspiring. I was just saying I would like to create art, but I should just do it. Yes. Hi, Judy. Good to see you on here. Priscilla, she is amazing, guys. Yeah, she does a lot of behind the scenes work. And thank you. And also to all the moderators on TikTok. I couldn't do it without you. So here's something, guys. Another shameless plug from the universe to our hearts. The universe. What would it feel like if you heard someone who you love and respect to you say, "I believe in you"? How would that one sentence change your vision, your goal, your outlook? The universe believes in you. Trust this, know this, own this.
Yeah.
And then practice with these.
Yeah.
These guys, I mean, I'm telling you, when Laura sent me these and I opened them up, my hands got so hot.
He calls me up.
I'm like, Laura, my hands are on fire. It was great. It was really great. So, Laura, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you, Elias. Thank you, everybody that that showed up for today.
You are always welcome to come back anytime you want, guys. Please, Laura, do you have a newsletter? Do you have a?
Yeah, if they sign up on the website, just and it'll be you'll be on my list. Yeah.
Okay. And you guys will be the first person to get my email tonight, because I'm going to announce the winner of the I must left the Aphrodite wig. It's getting all crazy there. So you'll be the winner of the 3 books that are signed, and then you get a half an hour reading with me. I'm going to announce that tonight. So Laura, thank you so much. And Laura, everyone, thank you. On what's coming up, we've got Laura Wooster. So Laura is our last person that has been for Wednesday night, except for next Wednesday. It's a special. And next Wednesday's special, again, is my friend Amy. She wrote this book, College to Career Explained. It tells you how to get a good job. You don't just have to be out of college. I'll be on TikTok tomorrow at 8 o'clock and also at 3 o'clock. Friday, that is tomorrow. No, that's Thursday. Sorry. Tomorrow's meditation. Look at my brain. Tomorrow's meditation at 7:30. Friday, I'll be on TikTok. Saturday, Laura Wooster's coming at 5 o'clock, guys. Grounding your center. The month of September is all about grounding. So we've got a lot of things coming up. Guys, sign up for the 4 mediums. It's myself, Ginger, Laura Bryant, and Susan Fuller. We're going to talk about mediumship. I know, sorry, Priscilla, I went out of order. We're going to talk about mediumship and how we do it, the different messages that we get, a little bit of a demo, and then we'll teach you a little bit of an intro to it. So all of that is on eliaspatris.com. You could look at the events and appearances, and you'll see that. And yes, and Saturday is Sue Chat. There you go. Thanks. All right, guys. As always, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And when we educate, we grow. From our hearts to yours, thanks for being here. Laura, hold that thought. And guys, wishing you a beautiful night. Please go to TikTok and look at the 2 good psychic, bad psychic. There's more of those coming. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, I forgot the last one. Oh, I forgot something. I know. Retreat. If you're interested in the retreat in Iowa on the in November, I'm doing a free retreat info session with the retreat owner. So come on September 9th at 5 o'clock. Yeah. See, I have to have it on the calendar. I also forget. All right, everybody. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye, everybody.